Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, Hard Difficulty. In our last episode, Tyrande escaped death by a bunch of demons and now she's off to free her husband. And we are on Chapter 3, The Awakening of Stormrage. The next day, near the outskirts of the sacred Moonglade.
With Cenarius dead, it falls to us to awaken the druids. We must recover the demigod's horn from the sacred Moonglade Isle. Only its clarion call can awaken the druids from their slumber.
But Priestess, the orcs have established a crude settlement upon the isle. We'll need to fight our way through them to reach Cenarius' horn.
Priestess Tyrande, thank Elune we found you. The undead are advancing upon the nearby barrow dens. The dens seem abandoned, but
There is one druid sleeping within them, sister. Furion Stormrage. He is the wisest and most powerful of all the druids. He must be warned that the Legion has returned.
then we'd better hurry. If the undead overtake his den before he's awake.
Let us make haste, my sisters. All our hopes rest on Furion's awakening.
So I'm going to pause the game here for a second, because you got to be pretty quick on this mission. And there's really no room for error, so if you mess up big time, you're gonna have to restart the mission. We have until all the trees are cut down, and don't let the 100 trees fool you. They get cut down pretty quick. So we're going to immediately send Tyrande and her units out to creep some murlocs, and then we're also going to be building some wood wisps, and there's also a free gold mine to expand on. So this is all that we're going to be doing at the start. Also, uproot this ancient protector and start getting him walking. We're gonna get some free dryads here.
What is nature's call?
Make sure to turn their autocast off.
The goddess calls, as the goddess wills.
There's murlocs here. We want to creep them for gold, and at the end of this walkway is also a goblin merchant that we're going to want. I'm going to send a wisp here to get him ready to expand there when we're able.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So we're not going to be killing the orc base. I'm going to do a little cheese strategy. We're just going to run by the orc base. You don't really have the time or the resources to get that orc base killed, to be honest with you. So I need to sell 2 items because I want to pick up healing scrolls. So I'm going to sell the druid pouch and the gloves of haste. And I want to pick up healing scrolls when I'm able.
Insufficient gold.
You only need 2 of them.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls.
Alright, now that we got those,
Someone threatens the wild.
move this way, get back to producing wisps. In total, we're going to want 10 wisps built for wood. One's going to become an Ancient of War, and the other 2 is going to become Ancients of Lore. We're also going to root this Ancient Protector over here.
Strike fast. Ensnare them all before they regroup.
I am I heed the voice.
We're going to hang out by this healing fountain now. And this is where the mission gets kind of boring, because I'm just going to be massing up units. So how many is that? We got 6, 8, 9, 10.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice.
What is nature's call?
Gonna want 2 of them over here, because this is where I'm going to be building the Ancients of Lore. And then we're also going to want to tech up to tier 2.
Are we being invaded?
Someone threatens the wilds.
As soon as this is done, produce 5 wisps so we can get mining on that. Start tier 2.
The goddess calls.
There's no room for error, guys. Like, if you lose your whole army or whatever and you die, you're not gonna have time to re-go.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
I've tried different strategies and different army comps available to see if you can break the orc base, and I'm sure it's possible.
Someone
but
threatens the
I
wild.
haven't been successful with it.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
You just don't have the time or the money.
The goddess calls.
Insufficient gold.
The reason I'm parked by the healing fountain is in case the orc sends out an attack wave, we'll be right here to defend it, right next to a fountain, which is always nice.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of the wind.
Now we get that going. I want to build up moon wells to 90 because we'll be up there
Someone threatens the
to
wild.
about 90. You could probably,
The goddess calls.
Insufficient
trying to think off the top of my
The
head.
goddess calls.
No, you need 90. There's nothing in this crate that I remembered.
Immediately.
Yeah, no.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of a loon.
Insufficient gold.
I recommend getting the moon wells built before you break into low upkeep.
The
It
goddess
just makes it a little quicker.
calls.
And when tier 2 finishes, we're also going to be starting 2 Ancients of Lore.
The goddess calls.
So we need one more moon well.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of a loon. Ashrathoraman.
Tier 2's about finished up.
The goddess calls.
I could start a
Insufficient
Huntress
gold.
while we wait.
Someone threatens the wild.
So I'm going to get a full group of Huntresses and a full group of Dryads.
For the trees. Your building is
Ashrathoraman.
complete.
And the reason I'm doing it this way is because once we hit high upkeep,
Upgrade
we're not going to be able to keep producing Huntresses that efficiently.
The goddess
But
calls.
Dryads we can because they're a little cheaper. And the Dryads Abolish Magic actually is a little bit useful on the island.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of a loon. The goddess
Goddess,
calls.
light, your
But
building is
most of this
complete.
mission is just
Insufficient
staring at your
gold.
base.
Insufficient gold.
It's not fun, but I promise you it'll get you through this mission.
Ashrathoraman.
I had a rough time with this mission.
I heed the voice of a
My first playthrough
Insufficient gold.
of hard
Insufficient
difficulty.
loon. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Until one day I was like, you know what happens if I just do this? And then I did it, and it didn't work. And then I was like, okay, what if I do this with healing scrolls? And then that worked.
Tarnogard, for what she throw!
And this is why we parked here.
Goddess, light my path.
I heed the voice.
Just make sure you don't lose any units. Micro them back to the healing fountain if they get low.
Goddess, light my path.
I heed the voice.
I
of a loon.
Keep the Huntresses flowing.
As the goddess wills.
Hi, I'm Game.
Someone threatens the wild.
Insufficient gold. Your building
Insufficient
is
gold.
I heed
goddess,
the
light
voice
my
of a loon.
path. Speak
The
your mind.
goddess
Don't worry about upgrades. You can fit them in at the end,
Ashrathoraman.
but you want to be mainly focused on unit
The
production.
goddess calls.
Your building is complete. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Goddess, light my path. Gold.
Ashrathoraman.
Standing
Now,
guard.
when we run by the orc base, it's preferable that you do it during nighttime, so you can at least shadow meld
I
half
heed
your
the voice of
units.
a loon. Ashrathoraman.
So hopefully by the time I get a full group of the
God,
units
I heed the
going, it'll
voice of
be
a loon.
about the next night cycle.
Someone threatens the wild.
Need one more Huntress, and then we can
Goddess
start
calls.
Dryads.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
Goddess, light my path. Insufficient gold.
I heed the
Alright,
voice
so
of
that's
a
all the
loon.
Huntresses.
Hi.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of a loon.
Dryads cost 170 in Reign of
Insufficient
Chaos,
gold.
which is
Insufficient gold.
pretty expensive for a
Goddess,
Dryad
light
in
my
my
path.
opinion.
Make it fast.
The goddess calls.
In the current version of Warcraft 3, they cost 145,
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
but
Someone threatens the wild.
Reign of Chaos, everything was more gold expensive and less
Goddess,
wood
light my
expensive.
path.
Whereas in
I heed the
Frozen
voice
Throne,
of a
everything costs less gold but more
Insufficient
wood.
Gold. Insufficient gold.
Why Blizzard did it that way, I have no idea.
Someone threatens the wild. I
The
heed the
great
voice of a
outdoors.
loon.
What is nature's call? Making trails.
Keep the Dryads flowing.
Ashrathoraman.
Are
we
the
being
great
invaded?
outdoors.
Are we being invaded?
I'm game. For the trees.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
Breaking this orc base is just such a dick to do
Someone
on hard
threatens the wild.
difficulty.
Is there trouble?
With the units available to
What is
us,
nature's call?
I'm trying to think, like if you want to
Making
just
trails.
try to break the orc base, you're gonna need some glaive throwers.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
The great outdoors.
It would probably be a mix of huntresses and glaive throwers to break the orc base, but then also you'd want some dryads for lightning shield dispelling and mirror image dispelling from the blade masters, so you would need huntresses, glaive throwers, dryads,
What is
The
nature's
great
call?
outdoors.
and you just don't
Insufficient
have the
gold.
time for it really.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Are we being invaded?
Out of all the missions in this game, I honestly find this mission to be the most finger quote unfair
The
Is there
great
trouble?
outdoors.
What is nature's call?
for Reign of Chaos. Now, when we start doing the Frozen Throne, there's a lot of unfair
Insufficient
missions in the
gold.
Frozen Throne.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
The Frozen Throne
Insufficient gold.
campaign is so much harder compared to Reign of
Is there
Chaos.
trouble? What is nature's call?
The great outdoors.
I
Are we
really
being
want it to
invaded?
be nighttime before I move out again.
Insufficient
And I'm
gold.
keeping an eye on the tree
Insufficient
count to see if I have time
gold.
to wait.
Insufficient gold. What is
I
nature's
think I
call?
do. So we got all the units produced that we need.
The great outdoors.
Are we being invaded? What is
God.
nature's call?
Now this attack can aggro the whole frickin' orc base. So move your units back a little. Dispel any lightning shields that get casted. You can also fit upgrades. I recommend getting armor upgrades first.
Insufficient gold. Is there
I heed the voice of a
Is
wind.
there trouble?
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Are we being invaded?
Hi. Gladly.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of a loon.
Is
I
there
might
trouble?
just move out without it being nighttime.
The goddess calls.
Another thing you could
Priestess,
do
the
is
undead draw near
don't
the
forget to
barrow
do
den.
this.
Shondo Stormrage will be defenseless.
You could save before you do something ridiculous. I haven't needed to do it yet.
Insufficient gold.
Someone threatens the wild.
What is nature's call?
I'm
The
game.
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Alright, with the game saved, let's see if we could do it without it being nighttime.
Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Are we being
goddess
invaded?
Just run through.
Is
Immediately.
there trouble?
These elves are stronger than we thought.
Invaded? What
I
is
heed the
nature's
voice.
call?
You're gonna lose units, that's fine. Save your healing scrolls from when you get across.
Hi. What is nature's call?
Try not to aggro the primal guardians.
Is there
I heed the
trouble?
voice of a loon.
Are we being
As the
invaded?
goddess
What
rules.
is nature's call?
The
Hi.
goddess calls.
What is nature's call?
Once you get across, then you can use the heal scroll.
Hi. Are we
I
being
heed the
invaded?
voice of a loon.
What is nature's call? Trouble?
Someone
Are we being invaded? What is nature's call? Are we being invaded? What is
someone
nature's
threatens the
call?
wild.
There's nothing in these crates worth picking up, if anything.
Hi.
Ashrathoraman.
Well, like, yeah, actually, a jade ring's worth
Research.
picking
Someone
up.
threatens the wild.
It's agility,
I heed the voice
which is
of a
good for
loon.
priestess and them.
Immediately.
I didn't level up the 5 or
The
4
goddess
yet,
calls.
which is unfortunate.
Ashrathoraman.
I'm gonna use the other heal scroll. When you do level up, get Searing Arrow, level 1.
What is nature's call?
Someone threatens the
What is
wild.
nature's call? Standing guard.
Try to keep this guy's frost armor down. Makes him easy to kill.
Are we being invaded?
Gonna get Searing Arrow, turn the auto cast on.
What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
Alright,
Or
get this last guy down. He casts lightning, chain lightning and lightning shield. And Stormbolt. Finish off the rest of these guys. And then once he's dead, that's the mission. Easy peasy.
At last, the Horn of Cenarius. Now we can awaken Furion.
The horn has sounded, and I have come, as promised. I smell the stench of decay and corruption in our land. That angers me greatly. Come forth, you defenders of old. Crush these invaders, as you did in ages past.
And that's the end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you have a fantastic day.